Welcome to the Webby O'Neill channel. Manchester United 2, Wolverhampton Wanderers 0. Webby, your thoughts on that game?
I thought we made hard work of it, you know, final third again. That final pass, that final decision was wrong. But it's 3 points, so it's all about 3 points, you know, with the run we've been on. And Liverpool, on our coattails, it was impediment that we won today, and we got the 3 points. And then obviously, we've been talking about Garnacho, screaming about him, obviously being injured, coming back, finishes it off. But we made hard work of the game, which we shouldn't, because Wolves have been in a boozer for the last 2.5 weeks, like me and you. You know what I mean? You proved that at Brighton. You know, we made hard work of it today. I know we didn't have any great chances in the keeping of it out today, but at 1-0, you're always still in the game. You know, that little mistake, that little chance, and it's 1-1 and you start panicking. But it's 3 points, Tony. Puts us 4 points in front of Liverpool. Bring it on.
I look at that game and it's exactly what I thought before we started. Wolves sitting back, no tempo to the game. I thought it was lacklustre throughout the game. We invited pressure on. It didn't seem as though we had an out ball, especially in that first half, to get behind them. Yeah. It's as though they were sitting back, which is what you expect. Like you say, they're on the beach, but United just didn't seem to have that spark. They never raised the game. I thought it was pretty poor as a game, but I have to say, on the other point, the most important thing was the 3 points, because before the game, we'd have just took a 1-0 without a doubt, and then Garnacho comes on, makes it 2-0. Absolutely fantastic goal, but United, at times, were hanging on, Webby, in that second half.
It looked like we'd had that week off. We looked like we'd had a couple of days off. It looked like I've been complaining about the too many games of Thursday, Sunday, but the players got a couple of days off last week, and it looked that way to me. Obviously, the weather was a red-hot day out there. It was basking in the sun in my seat. It was great. It was like the old days. But it's all about 3 points this part of the season, Tony. You want to play well. You want to entertain the crowd. You want them off your seat. But impediment, you get the 3 points.
I mean,
and it was needed after the run of games we've just had.
Listen, important, the 3 points, agree with you. But entertaining the crowd. I mean, there was times there people were falling asleep watching it.
I know.
Right? Because they were worried as well. I mean, United didn't really get behind them at any stage until that breakaway. 3 good shots United had and 3 good saves. But the tempo of the game, I was always fearful of what they could do. Yeah. And then I think they realised in the second half that they could come at United a bit, and I started getting worried. But you could see, I thought United were getting worried, and then they were just falling back and just clearing it. And then it changed when Garnacho come on, because that's where the space was. It was like an exocet running, a proper missile running through there. And away he went. Cool. Put it away. I can't believe he wasn't on earlier.
Yeah, and obviously there's been talk about how long he's been fit. West Ham might come a bit too soon for him, but I'm so glad he got on today, and obviously he scored a goal. We know what he can do. We've seen it before. You know, we know he's got a great future here. Signed a new contract. It's great for the club. It's great for him. But, you know, there's players on there. You know, we've been on here and we've backed Sancho and we've backed him, and he's going to get better with this and better with that. And I just think that's some of his decisions. You know, we know what kind of player he is. We've seen him for England. We've seen him for Dortmund. We've seen him for United. But it just doesn't seem to be working at the moment. I hope it does work for the kid, but we've got a great replacement in there, in Garnacho, you know, and maybe he starts the next game.
Listen, Webby, I wasn't going to bring up Sancho, but he's here, he's in the conversation, and I'm sure he's out there in the conversation as well. To me, he's had too many chances. I didn't see anything from him except one chance. I didn't see him running, chasing, tackling. To me, he's not up for it. And today, I thought Casemiro was getting caught a little bit too slow as well. They're the two criticisms. I thought Casemiro was getting caught. I don't know whether it's a long season for him, but today wasn't a very good game.
I just think as well, Tony, sorry to interrupt, I think you're right about Casemiro getting caught, but there was no movement in front of him.
No, I agree with you on that.
You know, it was static, there was no movement.
I agree.
And then when we did get the ball, players were slipping over, they all looked like they had Danny Wallace boots on.
But it's got to change that, Webby, because players aren't performing to the standard they are. Casemiro's there, he orchestrates it, but when the game's too slow, he gets caught. He hasn't got the speed to chase back. And that's what happened a couple of times today. And that's because the way the team is set up and the way it's geared going forward isn't at speed. And today wasn't at speed. United would play better when there's speed in the team. And today, Wolves had no speed. and they played to their tempo.
Yeah, you know, like saying Wolves are safe, they're on 40 points. This is a free hit for them.
Yeah.
You know, they proved that at Brighton the other week. Brighton got them straight away and done them 6-0. I wasn't expecting a 6-0. By all means, you know, Wolves are a tricky side wherever you play them. But I just thought, after that week off, no midweek game, we'd be more up for it. We'd want to make a statement intent for that top 4. You know, put the marking out of Liverpool. Liverpool, if you're going to get this.
Yeah, but they didn't look up for it. They looked worried today.
I won't say up for it, so I think we look tired, we look lacklustre, we looked out of ideas. I may be wrong, but that's what it looked for me. The movement up front, there was nothing. You know, I know Wolves were getting men behind the ball, but you need that man to open the door. You need that little magic ball.
Well, I spoke the other
Luke
day.
Shaw, magnificent again,
Yes,
by the way.
I agree on that.
Again.
Yeah, I spoke the other day. Garnacho has to start because what we've been missing, as I see it, you let me know if you see it different, is someone going at him, running at him and scaring him to death. And Garnacho's the man. That's what we've been missing. We've been too slow, but Garnacho is having none of it. No. He goes at you, and I believe he should have started the game. And that was the difference today. Because soon as he come on, my God, he wants that ball. And he wants the goals. And he can score the goals.
Another week in training for him, obviously the game's next week, so he gets another full week in training, gets him more fitter, and I do expect Garnacho to start the next game.
Bournemouth next game.
Yeah, I expect him to start the game, you know, his high confidence, he scored a goal. We know he's a confidence cocky lad anyway, you know what I mean, and the goal proves it all, you know what I mean, because any other kid might have put Weghorst in, but he's not. He's got that confidence to take the shot on, and fair play to him. And hopefully, he starts the next game.
The aspect I'll really go at here is a lot of people have been critical of substitutes and the way Ten Hag are sort of like tinkered with the team and that. But I thought today the substitutes, they came on, it was like for like, but we was falling back. I thought at the end of the day, if you're going to take a defender off, bring on a forward, but he didn't. It didn't change any tactics at all. Nothing at all. Yeah. And to me, the Martial tactic, bringing him off for Weghorst, nah, not on, because Weghorst clearly missed an opportunity there, a free header in the box. He can't score goals no matter what, Webby.
Yeah, he runs and runs, but if I wanted to run, I'd get Sally Gunn up front for us. You know what I mean? There you go. Yeah, but he tries and tries.
I agree, he tries.
He's living the dream, but that proves the state of our club.
Yeah.
If you look back, going back to December when we was in around the title race-ish, we needed to go out and make a statement, a centre-forward signing, a big signing there to put the pressure on City. And we went out and got someone from Burnley.
Well, we're trying to make a statement here. We want Champions League football. Well, the club's got to make a statement, surely in the summer, Webby, and bring in 2 class strikers and another midfield players, minimum, surely.
Goalkeeper today. What did he put on him? I thought he was panicky again. I think with De Gea, don't get me wrong, I think shot stopping, so probably the best. But I think once he makes that little mistake, it stays in his mind. Then you get another one quickly coming in. Then the ball's going out of play and he's shaking his head. You know, we know what he's like. So surely he should be working on it in training, that the passing, what he does. I just don't like it when we play out from the back, so it gives me heartburn.
He's playing for the biggest club in the world. He's had all the media around the world on him. And at the end of the day, that game today, right, was a scary game where you couldn't slip up and he didn't want to make any mistakes. He was just booting it out. He didn't want all the messing about at the back. It's a big problem for him, but he's got to get over it, and he's got over it before. So, on our way to Bournemouth, we're still in the top 4 with 4 points in front of Liverpool, and let's hope we can get another 3 at Bournemouth. Get your comments in, smash the likes, and Webby, it's 3 points, and that's the most important thing.
And I'm going back in the sun because it's absolutely gorgeous out there. It's cracking the flags.
Thank you.